Welcome to YLC, the Young Leaders Committee that promotes and grows youth leadership, that ensures the future leaders lead from today by educating and inspiring them to soar higher and higher.
Welcome to YLC, the Young Leaders Committee, the platform that educates, enlightens, inspires, and walks young people into leadership from their youth. Young people, your leadership era begins today. No longer wait for tomorrow. The theme for this month has been full and familiar equipment. The focus in this session is navigate past approved equipment. Navigate past approved equipment. We are trying to urge you here to seek to exceed the familiar ways. There are familiar ways. You can exceed them. You can go beyond them. Familiar equipment refers to standard organizational stipulations for officers of workers in an organization. To exceed the organizational average or minimum might place you above many others. Though it might take from you, consider it for all that it's worth and the advantage you can get from it. Let's look at the meaning of approved equipment. Every organization ideally has standards of operation. These are policies guiding many things and actions in the organization. There might also be training schedule for staff with specifics on internal and external means of equipping workers. In certain instances, standard personal protective equipment is available or provided on demand. It's necessary to follow these rules and regulations. Whether the equipment is training or an object, it's good to know what's statutorily available. Go for it, but seek how you can exceed it for better performance and placement. However, when you are convinced not to follow them, find out the appropriate means of handling such duties and comply to the extent that is possible. But bear in mind that there may be negative reaction if you fail to adhere. When you queue up for the organizational provisions or stipulation, it might take your time, but it will save your personal expense for wanting to get equipped. It's essentially your choice and how fast you wish to go in that setup. What we are saying is that there are standard operational requirements or stipulations or provisions. You can aspire to go beyond those ones. Take those ones as your minimum and work upward from that point. So that takes us to looking at measure approved equipment. That is, take a close look at the equipment approved in your organization. For every equipment or means of equipping you provided by your organization, ascertain the type, its usefulness and relevance. Also ascertain how well it fits your work or could help you achieve expected results. That is your responsibility. Don't presume. When physical equipment is involved, first ascertain that it is the approved one and that it is a standard type. Examine its state and functionality. Don't presume. Ensure it's the very type you need or ordered for. When needed, get and go through the manual. It is wise to match the training approved by your organization with your personal inclination or with your own skill desire. When they don't fit, such equipping might lack excitement and usefulness as you may not improve considerably by it. It has been observed that some people attend stipulated organizational training not because of the expected professional gain from the actual training, but because of the perks approved for the training. This we discourage. Therefore, what should be our manner toward approved equipment? What should be your manner, your attitude toward approved equipment? How you receive an approved means that is statutorily stipulated for your equipping may matter. How you receive it will matter much. What's your attitude towards this means of equipment? It is possible that you are not in the best of times when the time for the training comes, and your organization wants it at that time. This could be a serious challenge. The solution, however, depends on you, the individual, because it differs for different people. Assess the means and mode of equipment objectively. Commit to it and devote yourself to get the best from it. Absconding from training should be avoided. The same way we are to avoid being present in the training but absent-minded and not being serious about it. These are attitudes that should be discouraged. Therefore, let's look at how we can manage approved equipment. How then should we manage approved equipment? For every means of equipping available or provided, you are advised to try it first, adjust to it, and ascertain if you could use it and how that could be done. All organizations must ensure that their equipment is used and maintained correctly to reduce the risk of accidents or damage to health. Under health and safety law, employers have a duty to minimize risks to employees. It is true that employers are legally required to ensure that all equipment supplied and used for work purposes is safe and does not pose a long-term hazard or risk to employees' health. However, each worker has the personal responsibility to ensure that this happens. In particular, equipment, particularly physical equipment, must be suitable for the job it's being used for, must be maintained to keep it safe at all times, must be inspected at suitable intervals if wear and tear might compromise safety, must be inspected before first use if the equipment safety depends on installation conditions, and it must be assessed for levels of noise and vibration transmitted to operators and drivers as well as others. In the event that there is no guaranteed assurance of safe use, increased productivity, or profit to the organization, it is required of you to raise concerns about such a means of equipment. You may take the decision to drop the equipment, but take into cognizance the right way to do so. How to go about dropping it matters. These questions could help you in this regard. Is there the possibility of getting a replacement? Is it possible to get your immediate superior to agree with you on the poor state or irrelevance of the equipment or its low productive value? A unilateral decision might not augur well with you. If you are dropping it, it's not appreciated by your organization. In the event you cannot get another, what should you do? Send your response to us. We would like to chat with you on it. Remember, Young Leaders Committee is a mentoring group for the growth and stability of young leaders, prospective leaders, and even reluctant leaders. It promises potentials and opportunities for encountering all classes of young people from across the globe and from all walks of life, and turns them for excellence. Visit our website displayed on the screen for more details. See you at the next session.